All right, man. It's Friday after showtime, man. We got Mooger, Fluger. We got Jerry Supe. We got Eric Luzier. What's up, guys?
The sound of
Sorry,
silence.
Eric.
Nothing. I'm doing okay.
I'm still
Just
chewing.
chilling. Friday night, thank God, had a pretty good day. Yeah, life is good.
Okay, nobody told me I had to wear shades.
You don't have to wear shades. I
Oh,
always wear shades on the video because that's my persona.
It's a requirement. There you go.
Okay,
I love it.
chips.
Silence
Do
of the
do do
lambs.
do do do
I'm
do
hungry,
do
so I'm
do
eating
do
vegan
do
chips.
do.
That was the old Hannibal Lecter face mask there.
I was just doing the chips theme. Punch
Oh,
and
hold
John,
on.
man.
Hold
Who's
on.
Oh, we're holding. Man. Let's see. Andy is not responding, so he's out of the show. Sorry, Andy. You didn't even look at my 5 minutes. All right, man. So I don't know what he's. Oh, he put
All
on his
right.
Boba
No.
Fett. You know what? You could Boba my Fett.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right, man. I got some shit left over from BS because we didn't get to it because that show went 3 hours last night. My God, that was a long episode, but fuck, dude, it's like got more
Yeah,
downloads than
Mark.
it.
Before we go, I'm gonna fucking have a pissing contest with you. Everybody else was allowed to talk for 20 minutes. I'm talking for 30 seconds. Jerry, you need to speed it up. Like, what the
Jerry,
fuck?
Jerry, I cut because Joseph was going speed it up.
I'm just fucking with you,
I'm the
dude.
one who cuts myself off all the time. I go quick and then you guys go for 30 minutes. It pisses me off. So you know what? Next time on BS sessions, I'm just gonna fucking go. If we have a 4 hour show,
Look at
we're
him. He's
gonna have
getting
a fucking
pissed.
4 hour show.
I told you I could do a late show. I told you that because I don't have to work in this. Rock and roll can save the
You
world.
We
know?
We
can.
sound
It
like we
really
sound
can.
like we sound like idiots. What movie was that from?
Don't you know that's the
We
way we're
really
gonna
can.
take it? Hey, that's fucking Y&T right there. Love that fucking song by Y&T.
I'm about Almost Famous. That line from Almost Famous. He goes, "Rock and roll can save the world." We sound like
Dude,
idiots.
Y&T did it first, bitch.
I thought I made it up. Okay. Well,
No.
maybe
They have a song, dude.
not.
They have a song. It goes,
You know
rock
what, man? You
and
can't stop.
roll's
Right?
gonna save the
You
world.
can't
Yeah,
stop
I
Don't
rock
you
and
remember that
roll.
one.
know that's the way we're gonna make it?
All right, yeah, you
What
can't stop
song
rock
is
You
and
it?
know
roll.
what? You know, there's no need to fight when you're rocking right.
Anyway, Andy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to join y'all.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
starting.
Andy.
We're starting to
Hey,
lose
what's
hope.
going
We
on,
thought
Eric?
you
Hey, Mooger Fooger. How's it
thought you
going,
might have
guys?
passed out. Thought you might have passed out or something. So good
No,
to have you
no,
back
no,
on.
no.
He
I
don't
was
drink
staying out
like
of the.
us. The passer outers on this show.
I drink water.
Yeah.
I'm boring.
I drink
Sorry.
Diet Coke and ice, and I just had to refill my Diet Coke. That's it.
Whiskey.
Cool.
And Ghost sucks, by the way. But let's get it. I got some leftover BS stories,
Did I
man.
say? Do I ever go on and say Oingo Boingo sucks?
Dude, that's our shtick. We got to keep it up. You can say Oingo Boingo sucks. I'll laugh at it like you laugh at me. No big deal. I
Okay,
don't care.
okay. Oingo Boingo sucks. There you go.
Right on. I love it.
It's
But
just that sometimes you don't laugh. You
Danny
go,
Elfman is a mastermind.
thank you.
Great soundtrack writer. Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But he's kind of I don't know. He might be a little on the illegal side. Let's just say. But anyway, we'll
well, I got some stories that we left off of BS last night.
all right.
And
Bring
this
it.
is a story I had for you, Jerry. David Gilmour says he was bullied into making that last Pink Floyd album.
Well, he was. He was pressured by pretty much Nick Mason and uh what's
Richard
his
Bob
Wright.
record
Ezrin.
company?
Oh,
No,
he
not
was
Rick was
dead.
Rick
He
was
was dead.
dead.
CBS.
Yeah,
No, I said Bob Ezrin.
yeah, he definitely was. I wouldn't call it what did he say? Bullied?
He said he's bullied. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I like some of the stuff on it. I mean, think about it, it's like, is this a fucking album? What is this? You know what I mean?
It sounds like shit.
No, there's some great stuff on it, but there's some shitty stuff on it as well. So yeah, I think he was, and they're basically just, shit left over from the division bell. Basically,
Yeah.
that's all it was.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff.
And
Rick
they
did
said
in the
it. He
60s.
said even he said it. It's a tribute to Richard Wright. But now he's coming out years later. Said he was bullied. What was it, David? Were you towing the company line at that time?
Well,
don't
I
know.
mean, I'm not defending him at all because he's crusty old man as well. Absolutely, he is. But they did do a new song, "Louder Than Words," which I actually thought it was a pretty good tune. He pretty much wrote that song about the bands, We bitch and we fight. The first lyrics, I mean, but he was complimenting on what the music they made together was awesome, and I thought that song being the last song on the album kind of made the album, what do you call it, legit, because it was like a closing statement he made towards his bandmates in that album. So that's why and there's some shit on there that sucks. Absolutely. I mean, there's some weird Stephen Hawking shit on that, and which I'd liked on Keep Talking. I thought that sounded cool off that song, but there's just a bunch of leftover shit. I don't know what else to say about it, but I think he was forced. He would not have released something like that.
But
unless
back
he had
then
to.
he said we're doing this for Richard Wright, and now
Right.
he's saying he was bullied.
Right.
What do I need to believe?
I don't know. You don't believe any of these crusty old rock stars. would
Yeah.
you?
It
do.
doesn't
Because
matter what's true.
It comes down to what your contract says and what you have to say during your contract. So they were probably contractually obligated to put something out. So the engineers said, we have all this shit that you did for Division Bell that we didn't use, and we can mash it together as something. And so the narrative is going to be this is a tribute. And then way after the fact, where they're out of that contract and everything's in hindsight, he's like, fuck that shit. It's like it was he calls it bullying. It's called contractual obligation.
Mhm.
Finish it, move on. I honestly didn't even listen to the entire thing. Because once I got into it, I was like, this is just bullshit. This is
It's like you got one piece of vinyl with a bunch of loose tracks, and then you got a second one to go with it.
Yeah.
So it's like too much.
I never bought one physical medium of this record because I knew it was a throwaway. I knew it
Yeah,
was
I
just like, let's throw a bunch of scraps at a record. Let's have an engineer work tirelessly to make some sense of it and make it into some kind of record that you can clearly see was just, let's just throw shit at the wall, put it together. Let's fill our obligation to the record company, and we're done. And we can step away.
I love the
And-
album cover.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
man.
David
Yeah.
Gilmour.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, David Gilmour's among one of the best guitar players, songwriters, but he's in that cantankerous mode where he's separating himself from certain songs from the catalog, and he has every right to. That's his right. But there's still songs that I don't see the problems with that he does, because I'm just a kid growing up listening to Pink Floyd. I don't put a lot of deep meaning into it. I think he's right to say what he said. He has every right to say what he says. And if he's going to go on tour and tour his shit, he doesn't need to play what the audience wants to hear. He wants to play what he wants to play.
Yeah, but I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to say, does it seem to you guys that he's just trying to get rid of Pink Floyd?
Well, because Roger Waters has been trying to get rid of him for years.
Well, no, it just seems like he has no interest in even. Like I think before the tour
He doesn't-
started, he wasn't even going to do any Pink
I
Floyd
think he's
stuff.
done with Floyd.
Or he was going to do stuff off Momentary Lapse 3 and Division Bell only.
He said selling that album catalog was liberating for him. That he
I'm
doesn't-
sure because I'm like I said,
Yeah.
I'm sure the bitching and fighting. I'm sure that's got to be awesome that's over with. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
Well, he's
And I
like,
think
we could put
some-
all that manager
right.
fucking bean counter bullshit behind me. It's like, I'm done. I've got my percentage. We're done. Let's move on.
And 300 million is a lot of money, but that's lowball to me for Pink Floyd's catalog. Man.
Yeah, I
He
thought
got
that
more.
would be higher.
Yeah, they got whoever got that.
Any
got
one
a
of you
deal, I think.
feel like this is like have a cigar kind of song? Ha ha. Sure you are.
The way you talk about this album, I've fucking never heard it, so I don't think I'm missing much.
No,
You're not.
No,
Yeah,
there's
it's-
two
It's like a
great
demo
tracks.
album. It's a whole like unfinished songs.
They have an instrumental called Anacina,
Okay.
That's a great track off it. And then they have an actual song they just recorded. He recorded with Nick, and I can't remember the background female singer. She came in. It's called "Louder Than Words." That was like technically a new Pink Floyd song on that album. But if you listen to it, you're going to find bits and pieces. It would have put you to sleep,
Yeah.
but you'll find bits and pieces of it you'll probably like.
Like metal does for me.
Oh,
But you got any thoughts on David Gilmour, Andy?
Well, yeah, he might have different stories, but it might have been the way that he felt at the time that it came out, and it is a contractual agreement, which every band almost does to get out of their contract. That's nothing new. But the way that album is, it's just a bunch of. In fact, it doesn't even sound anything like the Division Bell, in my opinion. Absolutely not at all. But they put it out, and it's the worst album they ever put out, in my opinion. It has the Pink Floyd name on it, but it wasn't really a true Pink Floyd album. I mean, it was just leftovers.
Yeah, one thing that connected to the Division Bell, and I think Mooger will understand this. There's a piece of equipment called an EBO, which like Take It Back off Division Bell. You know that song, right?
Doesn't
That beginning-
R.E.M.
that
do
begin-
a song called with an Evo?
Yeah.
Really cool.
And that's that beginning of Take It Back, how it sounds. That's called EBO. It's like it's a little handheld device you put on the fretboard. It makes
R.E.M.
lot-
had a good song called Evo.
and there are some tracks off the Endless River that have that effect. So that's where I see the connection. So,
Okay.
Anyways, want to let you know that. More musical.
so Jerry, so
What?
let me ask you, at the very end of Division Bell, which is one of my most favorite ever Pink Floyd song,
Really?
High Hopes.
you hear
Really?
the bell tolling and
Yeah.
and he's saying the grass is green.
That's
I
the
hope
best
you
song
know,
off
it
the
goes on.
album for one
And then
thing.
you hear, is that just a dobro? Is that where he's like doing his slide on that? Which is
No, that's
almost equally
no,
as
no, no.
good as Comfortably Numb, by the way, or is that
That is-
an Evo?
That is an
as well?
actual just a lap steel he plays, man, during that whole
Lap
song.
steel, okay.
That's all that is. Yep.
Hey, I love that song. I don't like that album.
That's a great album. I
He
love
brought that
that.
out. He
Oh.
played it. He plays it on one of these days. Great Gig in the Sky.
Yeah, metal and Division Bell. No.
Oh, those are
I
great
just wanted
albums.
to know if that instrument, if I was hearing it right, and I heard it with great ears when I was
Yeah.
18, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And this like, he just that haunting like lap steel like thing. I didn't know if it was a dobro, a lap steel. I didn't
Yeah, it's
know.
a lap steel.
Lap steel. Okay.
I love that album.
Momentary Lapse of Reason.
Oh, that's
Great
horrible.
album too. I like
Yeah,
that
well,
album, too.
I don't like the Division Bell. I love High Hopes off that. We
I
went
like the
through this
Division
on
Bell.
something on your show.
Why don't you talk?
Yeah, I
to
don't
me?
like it.
Okay.
Well, won't you
I
that
talk
love
all
the
the
to
time.
Division
me?
Bell. I think it's a great album.
I do too.
I like Momentary Lapse of Reason with Dogs of War, Learning to
Yeah,
Fly,
that one too, of
the
course.
On a Turning Away. That album is so much stronger than the
You see,
Division
but
Bell.
those are the
slip
only good
down the
songs on that
whole
album.
song.
There's more.
No.
I love the shit they do on. You gotta smoke some weed to listen to that album.
I don't have to do drugs to enjoy music.
I know, either did I,
Yeah.
because I listened to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon before I did any drugs, and I loved the album. But when I smoked weed, it slowed my mind down, and I heard the voices in the background. So that was pretty cool.
I heard those the first time I heard it.
Well, I didn't. My mind is so busy, dude. I got an anxious mind, so
I don't know how you cannot hear it.
because, dude, I think a million miles an hour.
Oh,
He hears voices all the time.
And,
That's
and
the problem.
so
Andy.
when I smoke weed, it slows my mind down, and I can hear more stuff.
you
So,
think faster than we do.
Mark, are you ADHD?
No,
Okay.
Are-
Just-
Are
I'm-
you?
I am an overthinker. I'm an
Are-
I
overthinker.
am.
Are
I'm
you
a
from the
mess.
future,
I
Mark?
go 5 different places at the same time.
Mark's from
He'd be
the,
if he was from the future, he'd be a millionaire because he'd be betting on all the Super Bowls and shit. He'd be
I'd be
fucking
like
Biff.
fucking
He'd be like Biff.
Biff and Biff.
like the-
He'd probably turn into a total asshole too, like Biff. Well, Biff was an asshole anyway, but he'd
I'll
probably.
never be.
Imagine
nice.
Mark being a billionaire. He'd probably be a dick, wouldn't he?
No, if I was a billionaire, you guys would have all fucking.
May I have $1, sir?
No,
Fuck
you guys
you.
would all have fucking nice houses because I
No,
share
no,
my
you know
shit.
what we would
you
do?
wouldn't even be talking to us, Mark.
We would do
Well,
this.
you know what,
weekly.
Andy? No, I'm not that way.
I'm
I
just
want to
fucking with you,
help
dude.
my friends. I want to help my family. I would never do that. If I was a billionaire, Moore's house would be paid off. Jerry's house would be paid off. Your house would be paid off. I'd fucking move Eric to America.
No, move us to Canada. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
wait. I like my health, my free health care.
Okay.
So anyway, if
Are
Mark
you?
was
Are
a
you going?
billionaire, we would be doing this in person every
true.
week. He
Exactly.
would just send the
Right.
private planes.
Yeah.
We fly in.
Just
Yeah.
fly
We'd
to
have a couple of
Montreal.
drinks, a 3-course meal. Do the podcast.
Oh, that would be
do the
fucking
BS,
awesome.
and we fly out.
We'd be at
You'd be-
Rocket Pod with a table.
We have our own rocking pod.
With a table.
That's all you would do if you're a billionaire. Just pay off my house. That's it. You cheap bastard.
I pay off your house and fucking put it into your retirement.
I remember.
I'm gonna make sure all my close friends were taken care of for life. That's the way I am. I'm not.
I'd be.
What the hell am I gonna? What the hell
Oh.
am I gonna do with $10 billion?
Oh, right here, dude.
There's no
We-
way I can spend that in my lifetime.
We would be fucking living like the guys on Entourage, man. I'm telling you, it would be a fucking.
Yeah.
You
great
know what
thing.
I do
Dude,
with $20
we would
billion?
have our own fucking street. We'd
You know what I
each
do
have a
with $20
house on the
billion?
street.
Remember
I
on.
I do 2
remember
chicks
on
at the same
Office
time.
Space-
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I
Two
would
chicks
pay
at the
for your
same
own house on
time.
my street.
What would I do if I had $1 million? I tell you what I'd do. 2 chicks at the
Bro,
same
that
time.
one time.
I think
A
I
million.
could get away with that if I had $1 million.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. I had that at 18, just selling.
Oh,
Well, I'm not bragging either. I did too, but not at 18. So good for you.
I was at 18.
And
I
let me
didn't know
tell you
what the fuck
something.
I
You
was
might
I was
think
a
it's
couple years older.
might
than
think
me. I think
you
I
might
was
think it's
21.
a cool thing, and maybe it is, but it's a lot of work.
Hey,
Damn.
at
It is a lot of
18,
work.
if I had 2 chicks, that entire session would have lasted 10 seconds.
seriously, I didn't have sex till I was 31.
What
with
are you
my
talking
first
about?
wife.
You were part of it.
I'm just saying, fuck.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm supposed
it's
to
like
have-
that. I know you guys hate the band Extreme, but they
I
have
was
a
on mute.
song. They have a song called "King of the Ladies of Saudis to Rock," where they go, "If I knew back then what I know right now, you know I'd be the king of the ladies." That song is so fucking true. Just think if we knew.
If you
all
had
the-
the physical body you did back then that
I've
you
heard
do
that.
now, you would have been the
I've
king
heard
of the
that
ladies.
lyric from who knows how many different bands.
No, really, no. I've only heard Extreme.
If
do
I
it.
know, if I knew back then what I know now, dude, that's over and over on so many different.
Okay,
songs.
but the way Gary sings it, it's just so fucking
What
melodic.
are we talking about? Gary
and fucking
Coleman? What are we
Gary
talking about?
Sharon, bitch.
Ah,
No, but that lyric
Back to
has
the
been
mute.
used so many
But I'm
times.
saying the way that song had a groove, the way Nuno was playing that guitar,
I'm just.
it's just so fucking good, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's an amazing guitarist.
Oh
That-
fuck
that guy's
yeah!
fucking-
I love that band. That band is amazing.
But I'm not a fan of Extreme though.
I am
What
not
the
But
fuck's
either.
I
wrong with you?
recognize talent where it is. I'm Canadian. That's what's wrong.
I like
Hey,
2
hey,
songs
what-
off
what do you-
Pornography City.
My
That's it.
two of my favorite bands from Canada. One of my favorite solo artists. You got Rush, Triumph, and Brian Adams.
Yeah. I'm okay with
Oh,
Brian
the
Adams,
Canadian
but
government has
But you
apologized to
got
Bryan
Glass
Adams over and
Tiger
over
though.
again.
I
Glass
like
Tiger. Glass
Rush and
Tiger
Triumph. I
sucks.
agree with you.
Glass
I
Tiger
love Brian Adams.
sucks.
I love Brian Adams too. Big Brian. Anyway, what's next, man? What's your next topic, man? Let's
Hey,
move on.
did you guys hear Jeff Tate is working on Operation Mindcrime 3?
Oh God.
Come on now. What?
Yep.
Surely
I heard that.
you.
I heard that, and
Surely
I was
you
like,
kid
"Why?"
me. I do not kid
Why?
you. Don't call me Shirley.
I didn't even know there was a 2, and apparently 2 sucks bags.
It's
sucks
not bad.
balls.
It's
Oh,
not good.
I like
Glass
my coffee
Tiger.
like my men black.
Wow.
What is that, Andy? What is that?
Glass Tiger.
Glass
Oh,
Tiger.
okay.
Oh, you got Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone. That song
Yeah.
Don't
sucks.
forget me
And
when I'm gone.
someday I'll be sharing you.
That is some horrible shit.
And
It's
you're
not that
calling
bad.
me-
It's good.
Dude, I got it at Columbia House just to freaking put my fake name on it because I needed another tape. I grabbed that and I listened to it, and the Cutting Crew, fuck, these songs suck. The Cutting
Oh, wow.
Crew, they only have I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. And fucking, they're like Men Without Hats, the Cutting Crew, and Glass Tiger.
How can you not like the safety dance? Come
Dude,
on, man.
I-
Oh, come on,
Listen
man.
to the
That's
rest
awesome.
of that album, Jerry.
You can dance if
Listen
you
to
want
the rest
to.
of that album.
I did. I
It's
got the
horrible.
message. I got the message. That's a cool tune. off there. There's a few good songs. I
That's
actually have
it.
somewhere.
That's it.
That's all I can remember. I haven't heard it in like 30 years.
I guess
will-
you like
will,
Dexy's Midnight Runners too, right?
No, I never liked that song. Never.
I like that song, but I didn't like that safety dance. That's horrible.
You can
I
dance
love
if you
that
want to.
song.
You can leave your
I
old
think
friends
it's a great
behind.
song.
If friends don't dance, and if they don't dance with her.
Wow,
You
wow,
know,
wow,
I
wow.
was so thankful to my mom because I begged her to get me that.
There you
tape.
go. Now there's a classic right there.
Oh, The Elder.
Yep.
Can I,
Stone
hold
Cold
on, I
classic.
got to throw up in my mouth.
Oh, do you know
What the
what was
hell?
really cool was I was listening to Neil Young's anthology
great
part
one.
3, and he was doing "Hey Hey My" with Devo.
Oh, that's cool.
That was pretty interesting because it was
Devo rules, but Oingo Boingo's better.
Ugh.
Oh, you know what? I just got this in the mail today. It's a 5 CD.
Iron
can you
Maiden?
see that? It's an Iron Maiden.
Is it live?
Yeah,
Bootlegs?
it's live from Oh well, it's from the broadcast collection.
Oh.
They got 81 Killers tour, 81 Tokyo Killers, the Beast Unleashed in 82, a concert from 95, and another one from 95.
Dude, I got the new Number of the Beast remastered and live from Hammersmith, which is a
Yeah.
great live album.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't give me the digital copy of that, and I can't
Love it.
find that anywhere. So I could play it on thatmetalstation.com because those songs are way better than Live After Death. Beast from Hammersmith is so much better than Live After
I
Death.
know, but I love Live After Death.
I do too, but people always say he's straining them. What's that?
Lindemann.
It looks
I
like
know.
it
This
looks
is
like
my wheelhouse.
communist.
Yeah, well, it's Lindemann live in Moscow.
Yeah.
Here you go. You ready? Are you ready for the surprise behind this one? Dun, 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 dun.
You know what?
Hey.
Gary, you're gay.
Then
Stop
I got this
it.
one at
Don't
a
be
flea
silly.
market.
I have that too. Thunder 7 rules.
Yeah, that's a great fucking album there.
Yeah, got it at a,
Down.
I've got that. And I've also got the single on a red vinyl of Thunder 7.
Oh, the eyes of I love that. I have that on vinyl too. Jerry, didn't you send me Power Slave?
I love this.
Yes,
is
I
my
did.
favorite album from.
You
Iron
did. You
Maiden.
sent me that and A Matter of Life and Death on vinyl, which is you have Sport of Kings. I'm gonna fucking whip your ass. Oh no, you don't. I love that album.
That's your cover. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Chuck Smith, man, new album by Chuck Smith,
Awesome. I just needed to show off, but the thing
and
is,
The
I'm
Last
happy.
Boy Scout rules.
Why'd you get that one?
I love this movie.
What I like about this one is that it's a. Oh fucking hell!
Fucking hell. That looks like a bunch of communists that I want to shoot.
Well, it's live from
I
Moscow.
don't own a gun.
That's actually live from Moscow. You see, live from
That's what
Moscow.
Kurt Cobain said.
And it says he's when he goes away from Rammstein, he does his own album. He does his own shit. And
I got
I got it for 50% off. I bought it right away.
I got the Schools Out vinyl with the pants.
Love that fucking album, dude. There you go. Mooger's got it.
Mooger. I got the Schools Out remaster
With the underwear?
with the panties. I
This is
gotta
my
fucking
friend.
I gotta freaking alphabetize this shit so I can fucking pull up props on BS sessions.
Dude, mine looks okay, but it's really I got the bands in the right section, but they're not alphabetized at all.
Dude, but remember I used to have the props in the background? My
yeah.
records are I just threw into holes. I don't know where they're at. So I gotta take them out and alphabetize them when I move.
So
Because I can't have props. But luckily last night
Get
I
it-
found
it-
Tombstone.
all right, getting back on track here, my view of Jeff Tate doing Operation Mindcrime 3. Remember when Metallica did Unforgiven 2 and 3?
I like 2.
How did that work out?
3 was horrible. 2 was
Mindcrime 2 sucked total balls. Why would he do a third one?
There was one good song on there with Dio.
Redeem himself, maybe. I don't know.
That's a
The
possibility.
only
And
thing
you know
he
what?
did
If that
on that was
if-
Ronnie James Dio.
if that's what he wants to do, Eric, then I'll give it a fucking.
Well, I
miss if he
like
wants
2
to redeem
songs off
himself.
that album. I'm American and the one he did with
I don't even
Ronnie James
remember
Dio.
him. I don't
You
even
know, I don't remember.
There's-
I'm American.
I mean, there's a certain pride that I have. Well, anybody from Montreal that we have with Operation Mindcrime, because he was here when he wrote it, and he wrote it about the underground world of Montreal. if you know that, if you take a search and you Google it, you'll see it not everything, but a lot of it has to do with this city. So it's kind of like there's a pride there, hey, it's our city.
And he
so-
went to a Catholic chapel and actually sat there and watched some. I mean, he sat in a chapel, or whatever the Catholics call their church.
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 Church. They call it church. So there he was sitting. But you are absolutely right, Eric, because they were up there on tour, and he was like, okay, he was like kind of taking in the seedy underworld, and not that Montreal's a seedy underworld city. I mean, but every
All
every
cities
city,
have a city
has
underworld, dude.
Oh
Every
shit! You
city
should
has a
find out
city
the
underworld.
shit that's going on here.
But if we go back to the album we just talked
And
about,
fuck the
and
Canadians though, but
and like I said, I thought that Jeff Tate could have sung one of the songs that we just previewed by House of Lords. I mean, dude's got a great voice, and he did some great
of
stuff.
course.
Oh,
And I'm not-
absolutely.
and even
he's-
Operation Mindcrime 2 had a great vocal, but the songs just didn't kind of go
two
anywhere.
good songs.
Even Operation Mindcrime itself wasn't perfect, in my opinion.
Jerry,
That was
Jerry.
a fucking perfect
Hey,
record.
we
Really
reviewed
good.
it. Remember?
Yeah,
Yes,
the thing
I
the
do
thing is,
remember.
I always tell you that's the best concept album because it flows so good. And Pink Floyd The Wall has like stops and starts. With
So many Pink Floyd
Mindcrime just
rip-off
goes-
riffs on that one.
But Mindcrime just flows, dude. It's not like any like
no,
it
it's
flow-
good. It's not
It
perfect.
flows, but it flows. It
It's
has
perfect.
a perfect flow. The Wall does not have a good flow.
If you look at the story of the wall, it absolutely fucking makes total sense. If you
It
understand
doesn't
the
flow
story.
as much for me with the
It
groove.
really does. And I don't like songs like Vera and Bring the Boys Back
That's
Home.
what I'm saying.
But no,
is there
but
any
if,
songs off Mindcrime you don't like?
But if you listen to the whole album as a whole, you'll understand what they mean, especially the movie too.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
definitely
doesn't Mindcrime flow better than The Wall?
no.
You don't
No.
like Vera.
So I don't like some
Is there
songs off
what-
Operation Mindcrime.
What
so,
songs that you like off Operation Mindcrime?
I don't know. I gotta think of it at the moment. I don't really know.
Yeah,
Um,
because you can't think of
I
it
like-
right
Yeah,
away.
you
No.
can't think of it.
I'm not a huge fan. The best song on there is "I Don't Believe in Love." That's the best song on the fucking album.
No.
"Eyes of a Stranger" is kind of. If there's ever a Pink Floyd ripoff in the world, it's the beginning of.
But
Eyes
the
of a
thing is,
Stranger.
I'm asking you said two
Now,
songs off the
um,
wall did not work unless you
Right.
listen to the concept of the album. But the thing is, when you listen to Operation Mindcrime through, it's smooth and seamless compared to the wall.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
no,
mean,
that's just
look,
that's my
look,
opinion.
Look. I mean, no. That's all I want to say. No,
I
I
disagree.
disagree with you.
I respectively.
Well, you got to
disagree.
understand. Okay, I'm not saying Mindcrime sucks at all. It's a great album.
No one's
But
no one's saying you are, Jerry. No one's
But
saying you-
everybody's like saying it's like this great concept album. It's the best thing ever. But I can think of many
Well,
better concept albums.
you know
I
what?
did like the wall before Operation Mindcrime, but the thing is, with the wall, I skip a lot of songs when that comes on when I'm playing it. Operation Mindcrime, I just let the fucker play.
But I agree with Jerry. There's more better concept albums than
Yeah.
Operation Mindcrime.
For sure.
But
I
I'm
don't,
just
at this
There's
point,
more.
I don't think that's this discussion. I think between the
It's
wall
a-
I'm
and
talking about
Operation
flow.
Mindcrime,
I'm
which
talking about
one would
flow.
you listen to more solidly?
Well-
Which ones would you skip more over?
I don't know if you consider this a
I
concept
skip over
album.
Vera all the
but-
time.
Never.
You know, My Chemical Romance with Black Parade. That's a
Uh-huh.
concept album, and I
Yeah.
thought that one has the best flow of them all.
No,
That's not a good
Yeah.
album.
I love
That's
that album.
I-
I love that
I-
album. The Operation
everything-
Mindcrime goes right into the song,
Eh,
dude.
I mean, I don't.
Seamless.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I prefer my Chemical Romance over Queen's.
Dude, My Black Parade was an amazing
Yeah.
concept
It
record.
it
Oh, yeah.
flows so fucking well.
I didn't say it
Everything,
wasn't.
It does,
blends in.
but to me, like Operation Mindcrime flows that well to me.
yeah,
It doesn't mean it has to everybody, and
Exactly.
that's okay. That's
Right,
okay.
but because we all have we all have different tastes.
Yeah,
and
I'm
Like,
not saying
it
I'm not
was a
saying you
certain
guys
age,
are idiots for not thinking what I
Yeah.
think. You guys have your own opinions.
No,
and
I
that's
understand. The
amazing.
flow is
That's
pretty
amazing.
is really good. It's
I know,
just-
and
but,
it was the age at which I kind of came into Queensryche, which was 8th grade into
Yeah.
freshman year, and I took the tape home and I didn't know what to think of it. I was like, okay, is this a story? Is this what? What am I listening to? I didn't know Concept Records, even though I knew The Wall. But I
right.
still didn't know it was a concept record. I just heard a song, a song, a song, a
Dude, The
song.
Wall was my first concept album, so I understood.
Yeah, but
it.
I was 15 years old. I don't know if I knew what a concept record was.
What-
And when I heard Queensryche, I just knew, holy shit, I really like every one of these songs. And then later on, I was like, oh my God, it's a story. And I had to have a girlfriend tell me that. She was like, oh, it's a story. You know, it's like, okay. And they even continued some of that into Empire, which was the song Empire.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask
Song
you.
Empires.
I have a question for you guys. Green Day's American Idiot, is that a concept album?
Yes.
Yes.
I
From
thought so
beginning to
because I don't
That-
want to
that's
sound
a
like an
great
idiot,
album,
but
too.
for me, it's a story, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
that is like absolutely phenomenal.
Dude, they made a Broadway play out
Yeah.
of that fucking
Yeah.
album. it's
true.
a
So
story.
it
I
is
mean,
concept.
the album cover is cool, I guess. I don't know, but
Dude, I love Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is kind of the first concept
No.
album before I got into.
it's a great
But
album.
I'm
but
just
it's-
saying, but there's
Yeah, you're
songs
talking
on the
about
wall.
the flow.
There's songs on the wall, in my opinion, that when they come on, if I listen to the whole Pink Floyd, I skip at least 3. Operation Mindcrime, I let that bitch play.
I mean, a
I don't
good bowel
stop.
movement flow is good too. Pink Floyd, The Final Cut flows good.
That's not a great album.
Just
though.
because something flows good doesn't mean it is good. But like I said,
It flows in the water. So
It can flow good, but I'm saying the songs are like ear candy.
No,
How about ear
again-
candy? That whole album.
again, like I'm saying, it does not suck at all. Anyway, what's next? We want to talk about how this is going to be a terrible idea, Jeff Tate. Who else didn't talk about it?
How about who didn't talk about Operation Mindcrime 3? Mindcrime 2 sucked. We did a review on it with Lee and some other person on Freeform Rock Podcast, so check that out. And I hated that album. No, it was Lee Sinclair on that album, the fake Lee. She really sucked. I'm glad I had the best.
Is she even on Facebook? Because I can't even find the name.
Dude, I blocked her a long time ago. She's batshit crazy. But I'm glad I had the best 2 co-hosts of all time, Mooga Fruger and Jerry Supe right now. That rules because it's like
I can speak for Mooger, yes, but me, I don't know.
I would tell Lee Sinclair, hey, I want to do Huey Lewis and the New Sports. We did it. She didn't take notes, kind of like Eric on some episodes, but not as bad. But she would go, sucks, sucks, sucks. It's not metal. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, those
And
are fake.
when I heard that, I said, you know what, Lee, we ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, you have to listen to. I mean, I've sat through some shit that some of you guys have given to me, and so I mean, you got to at least listen to it to know what you're talking about.
I can't be around somebody who says if it's not metal, I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, that's a terrible statement.
So,
Yeah, it is,
And
yeah.
I said, you know what, Lee, I'm getting Lee Gershman.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
off,
like
bitch.
that's if you want to get into a music podcast, you got to fucking at least be a little resilient, you know what I
Dude.
mean?
Yeah.
A little.
I want to do Huey Lewis and the New Sports again so bad because that episode pissed me off.
I'll do it. I love that album.
I would
let
do
me
that with Mark.
let me stop everyone right here just for a second and say it is a free form rock podcast. We did not say it was the heavy metal, the 60s,
Exactly.
the progress. We didn't say it was we didn't give it is a free form. We're gonna, if you don't like it, don't like it. If you love it,
Oh yeah.
if you're
I
in the
got.
middle,
I
you know,
sorry, man. I thought you were done. My bad.
no, you're good. Go.
I just say I got some jewels lined up for you guys, man. Trust me. So
I'm
You're-
just saying, once she like phoned it in on that Huey Lewis on the news episode, I go, you know what? I can't have somebody like you on this show because you're not what I'm about. You're not what I want to do. I want to go from the Cure, Depeche Mode, metal, speed metal, thrash. I don't want to. I want to go to pop metal. I want to go to fucking George Michael.
How many
I don't
show?
want to sit there and be put in a fucking box. That's why I named this podcast after Jim Ladd, Free Form
But
Rock Podcast.
how many shows did she do with you?
She did about 7, 8.
And then Terrence, not Terrence, excuse me, Lee
Terrence
took
was
over.
never on. He was a guest.
Lee, yeah, Lee.
Oh, Lee was on for 7 years.
Yeah.
Because fuck that bitch.
And you did a show every week with
Yeah,
her? Every week?
always.
Wow, that's a lot
That's
of
why Lee
shows.
quit. He didn't want to be on a schedule.
Andy,
Oh.
put what you got up, buddy. Put what you
Oh
got.
yeah, it was just this. I pulled it out so that I could go ahead and start hearing it already because it's been a while since I've heard it. When I was looking through these songs, man, really good album.
You know what's funny about Huey Lewis is
Like 5 hits.
I did not know that he was the auditioner guy on Back to the Future. He was the guy doing
Seriously?
the
You
audition.
didn't know. I already.
Oh,
told
come
you
on,
this.
Jerry.
We talked
Come
about
on.
that. I'm like,
We
They-
talked
they
about
said-
this before.
I knew
Yeah.
that before I saw the movie
and
because
I did not pay attention to that or noticed it until somebody on the TV mentioned it. I'm like, holy shit!
Hey,
Even
Mark,
my wife knew, but I didn't.
hey, Mark and Jerry, have you ever noticed on the album cover of Sports, they've got the catch by Dwight Clark up here on top?
Yeah.
Nope. I
I've
can't
never-
remember having.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, because they're huge 49er fans, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've never noticed.
Giants fan too.
Yeah, fuck the Giants.
All right,
I'm
what we
just
got
happy
next?
we have 8.
I just like
championships.
hockey.
Yeah.
I love
You know,
hockey.
fuck-
Man, my
Fuck
Panthers
the
are on fire
Canadians.
again.
Fucking Marty McSorley.
Yeah.
88 fucking Stanley Cup
Fucking-
with that long stick. Fuck
Fucking
that
win
shit.
Fucking Winnipeg Jets. Holy shit.
Yeah,
man,
they're
looking
kicking
good.
ass, man. And then at
Have they
the
lost?
playoffs, they just I think
I
so.
think they lost one game, yeah.
Yeah, they're
But my
doing great.
Panthers won 9 in a row, so
My
I'm
team
happy.
is sucking big time. I just can't wait for the coach to get fired and get somebody that could do something.
All right, man.
I need to get
Marty-
you. I need to get you and Eric Arms, Scipio Jordan, do a hockey podcast, man. Seriously,
That'd be awesome.
Well, you got to
Called
figure
hat
out.
trick. You're gonna call
hat trick.
hat trick.
I'm sure that's
Hat
been
trick.
taken.
Hey,
That's got to be taken.
So, what do you think about you
Le
guys?
tour du chapeau.
What do you think about Lou Graham calling out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because I heard this before. Before he went on there, he wanted to do Jukebox Hero, and he relegated him to fucking I Want to Know What Love Is for Kelly Clarkson. We already talked about this, but he came out and said that stuck in his craw. He wanted to play a rock song, and they wouldn't let him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The Rock and Roll Hall of
Yes.
Fame did that.
They wouldn't let him play what he
No,
wanted to play.
that's
they made
not what
I
heard.
always
I heard
thought
that
they had.
they pushed a schedule on him and the other guy, and they were like, "Nope, we're not going to come." Because the schedule.
I thought
was
I thought they had some kind of free roam. to
No,
do what
he
they
wanted
want.
to do a rock song. He came out today and said he wanted to do Jukebox Hero, but they relegated him to I Want to Know
You
What
would
Love
imagine how fucking awesome that would have sounded.
Is.
Yeah.
Jukebox Hero? I
But
seen
the-
him live doing
I-
that. He's amazing.
Who knows if it's true? But I did Jukebox Hero with a cover band or tribute, an '80s tribute band, and I was doing all those like backing vocals at the end. But I was doing the easiest one, by the way, and we just made it sound so big. It's like da 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 da. The best fucking rock song of the '80s. man,
It's
right
it's a
there.
great
Look.
song. It's a great. It's easy and it's powerful and it's great to play. You're exactly.
I was
right.
playing the bass on that, Jerry. I was
Oh,
on that band. I was
If
Oh,
you
I
guys,
see,
if you guys
Ooh.
watch that, he hit the high note. I want to know what love is.
He
So
did, and I
So
was
he could
really.
play.
Yeah.
So he could play Jukebox Hero if the motherfucker wanted to.
I was expecting when I heard he was coming out. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be bad, and he nailed it, dude. I give
No,
him
he-
credit.
I
he
saw
did
him
so
3 years
good.
ago. He was amazing.
Yep.
But the thing is, though, Mark, is all these shows, the Grammys, Saturday Night Live, everything, they tell you what to play.
Yep.
They
But the
say
thing-
these are the songs you're going to play.
But they
all there is
disrespected.
to it.
They disrespected him. They brought like Sammy Hagar out, Kelly Clarkson,
it's
Demi
their show.
Lovato.
It's their show.
But the thing is, they let fucking Rush play.
because that's what they wanted to do.
If Kiss wanted to play, they could play.
No,
That's what they wanted to do. It's their show. They call the shots. It's just like Elvis Costello with Saturday Night Live. He got banned because he didn't play the song that they told him to play.
Yeah. I'm just
But-
saying that they just respected Lou. They let Sammy do the rockers, and they brought him out for the ballad that he got ripped off by fucking Mick Jones years ago.
They didn't even let the fucking guy who sings with him now sing like one line.
He just sang background with a tambourine,
He
right?
was singing like one line the whole time.
Hot
But
blooded.
at least give him a couple fucking lines. At least I mean, he's been with them that long. He deserves at least a couple lines in a song.
Yeah.
Gee,
I'm
was
just
he relegated
I've,
to Art Garfunkel?
worse.
I've seen Foreigner 3 times with Kelly, and they were amazing.
Yeah, I've seen him several times with Kelly. Oh, but thing is go back to the Doors and Ed Sullivan. They told him, "Don't say this, don't say that." I mean,
Hi.
that is
Hi.
television.
Couldn't it get much higher?
If you want to be on TV and if you want to perform, this is what you're going to do, and this is what you're going to say.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. They had all these motherfuckers sing the songs when he could have sang them himself. They did. They could have had the Foreigner band out there
They
with
didn't want
Lou. They
Yep.
didn't want that because they're idiots.
Well, I mean, two of them are dead. One of them can't play, and only one of them was there from the
But
original
wasn't
band,
there
right?
one guy that refused to go for some
Oh, because
reason?
it's Elliot because of the schedule. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I didn't. I read something
drummer.
quick, but yeah.
but
And
those
I'm actually
members-
surprised. I'm actually surprised they inaugurated the whole band. I thought they just do the four.
No,
the four
they
classic
they
lines.
got to do Giraldi and all those people, dude. That
Yeah, but I'm
were
surprised
part
they
of the
did.
band.
No, but
Everybody
you know.
says Foreigner's a no-name band. I know everybody on that first album, dude. Great fucking like 6-7 piece band, dude.
I
And
just
then they
remember
went
Lou.
and 404. They went down to 4.
Yeah.
That was their first album. which
All
is-
right, what we got next on the list, man?
What do you guys think about Alex Van Halen's drum tech says he was an asshole?
Don't surprise me at all. I'm sure they all were. I'm sure Eddie's an asshole too. I mean, they were all assholes in that.
They're
band,
pretty
so.
much. Well,
What do you
I'm
think,
reading
Eric?
his book right now. Everything I've read so far, he seems nice, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what
I've
as it
heard
goes.
he was he ignored people with book signings and stuff like that. He did not like having his picture taken, but he did.
Yeah.
But I heard he was not like, really good. He's not good with people, or maybe he's not good with people.
He's,
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
know, well, Alex never really spoke unless Sammy was next to him. Sammy got Alex to speak a lot. If you look at those old interviews, he brought Alex into the picture. Hey, Alex, what do you think about this? You know, David never did that with Alex. David even said,
Well,
he
David was an
wanted-
attention hog, man. He
Yeah.
wants all the attention.
but Sammy gave that band more attention than David did, and nobody says that.
No.
He celebrated every member of that band compared to David was say, hey, look at me, look at me. Sammy said, hey, look at this band I'm in. They rule.
And then take to the media and
Or-
go, oh, me. I'm the reason this band has sold so many more millions records than, it was an era. It was
Yeah.
an era. And
But
let me
Sammy
tell you,
celebrated every member of the band.
hey,
Yeah, but
I'm so fucking fortunate in my life to be 50 years old and to be split between the greatest era of Van Halen, which was the Roth era, and then have this amazing era that I grew up in, which was the Hagar era. And I'm sorry for the pun, I got the best of both worlds. Out of both.
Yeah, you've used that a few times.
really-
But I'm just
Same
saying,
thing here. I like them.
I
both.
love Roth era. Is my favorite era of the band. And I love Sammy. Sammy was a different band. But the thing is, what I'm saying is that Sammy didn't have as big as ego as David did with the band.
right. That's true.
Again, you
Well,
might be
you
right
see
about
what-
that.
you
You
see
might be
what
right
Dave-
about that, but that doesn't mean that the music is better. That's
Yeah.
my opinion on it.
But the
You
thing
see
is,
what
that
David's
Eric-
doing? You see what David's doing now? Like he complains about everybody, bitches at everybody. He just-
Crusty old man. Well, he's been crusty for a long time.
fucking
though, but-
Christ, what? I don't know. He should take some fucking Ritalin or something.
And not know
Um,
Dave Nutswinger is not going to say he's not an asshole because he is. I mean,
Yeah.
but I just like the music better with to me, with Eddie's guitar playing and Dave's antics, especially with his little interludes like Unchained, One Break coming up. I mean, that was just Van Halen. It was I don't know, man. It was just I hate to use the word a perfect marriage, but I just thought that was just a perfect marriage of
Well-
two of Eddie's guitar playing and Dave's antics. I mean,
Yeah.
Sammy was kind of blanded. I'm not saying Sammy's a bad musician. I'm just not a fan of him. Of him in Van, I do like some of his solo stuff in Montrose, but in Van Halen, I don't know, man. It just, I just didn't click. That's all I'm going to say about it, because I've talked about it a lot. It just
No,
didn't
but
click.
that's okay to have that opinion. But like
Yeah.
I said, I grew up with the best because I grew up listening to my brother and sister bringing home, 1 and 2, Diver Down, whatever,
Right.
Women, Children First. I heard all that, and then Jump, I hated. I don't. They brought that home. I was like, what the fuck is? I was like 5 years, and I wasn't 5 years old. I was like 12 years old, and I'm like, what is this? I was like, this kind of
It
sucks.
was different. Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, Jump
but
was
I
a
did
bit
like some
different.
songs off of it, and then, but when Why Can't I Be Loved, I was like a different
Oh.
kid. I was just a different
Ooh.
kid. Okay,
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
little kid. I was a little kid, and I was like transitioning into middle school, and I was like, okay, this is pretty fucking cool. It felt something to me. It felt something to me. I didn't know about all this, like Sammy, Dave division. I just knew it sounded good to me. And that's the
Yeah,
beauty about music, is that politics aside, if you feel it, it's perfect for you.
Yeah, I
Don't worry
remember
about
when
what the politics say about it.
I remember when Dave left or kicked out, whatever the fuck, and then this Sammy Hagar came on. I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And then I listened to it and I go, okay, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
But
And
I was very skeptic at the beginning. I was, oh fuck, what's gonna happen now?
yeah, I don't want to give too much information because I think I might be. I'm going to have an author that's been on Black Spinner, and he wrote a Sammy Hagar book. He's going to be on our podcast in a couple of weeks
Ooh.
to talk about that book. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't want to give out the author's name, but he's been on our show several times.
I know it is.
I was just told because he's closer to Al, so he contacted Al this week and says he wants to come on and talk about the new book, and the subject is going to be Sammy. So we're very excited about that because I'm a big Sammy Hagar fan of everything he's done. Well, maybe not Chicken Foot, but
I
other than
love
that,
Chicken Foot.
I know. But other than that, I thought he was fantastic in Van Halen. Maybe sometimes the way that he acted was like he was so grateful to be in Van Halen. Do you guys know what I mean?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
grateful to be in there. He wasn't like a narcissist in that band. He just liked being with he always called Eddie the greatest person he's ever played with. So, and Al, he gives Al a ton of compliments. And you
Yeah.
see Michael Anthony still
Well,
with
it's
him.
still with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be 100% right in all what you're saying, Mark, but that does not mean the music's better. And that's my opinion.
That's fine, Jerry. I love the music, but I do agree that David's era was better.
Yeah, because
David Lee Roth can
come.
David Lee Roth can come to my house, kick my dog, raid my fridge, clog my toilet. I think I said that the other day on something. And I would still be a David Lee Roth Netswinger fan from Van Halen. That's how much I like his time with Van Halen. Now, if Sammy came to my house and did that, I'd kick his ass. But I don't know. It's just my memories with growing up as a kid and hanging out with friends always goes back to Van Halen's debut and Van Halen 2.
Yeah. Well,
Two of the best party albums and memory albums ever recorded in my
And you were
Fair
swimming in
Warning's my
some
favorite.
swimming pool listening to those, weren't you?
You know what? I was in the Ohio River actually listening to that, so that's probably why I'm fucking sick. But
Yeah, I was just about to say that to you.
that fucking dumpster of a fucking
Well, at least
river.
you
God
weren't
damn
in
it!
New
Why
York,
did you get in that river?
I was a kid, man. It was nasty too. You touch the bottom of it, it's like this.
Yeah.
sinking-
At least there
Ugh.
was no needles.
Well,
in there
trust
at that
me, it's
time.
nothing compared to the Allegheny River in Pennsylvania, which I swam in
Yeah.
as a kid.
But,
so.
but the thing is that Van Halen had to change the music landscape. You couldn't keep playing the same stuff from 78 and 80
Makes sense.
and doing 86, 88, and 90. you're going into a whole new decade. You had to change things up. You really couldn't stay with Dave because it was going to be the same thing for longer than a 10-year.
And you see what Dave's solo albums became.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about
After
Yeah.
Even Smile,
Okay.
he wasn't that good.
1984, was a
Yeah.
great fucking album.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
And that still sounds fresh today, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, it's got keys, I get it, but I think they would have done just fine if David continued it. I don't think they
I
would
don't
have been
think they
out of
would,
touch
dude.
at all.
After Eat 'em and Smile with Skyscraper, he jumped off the
I
fucking
mean-
reservation, and OU812 was way better than Skyscraper.
Maybe in the 90s it would have died out with all the other
Yeah,
bands. of the
Skyscraper
70s
was
and
not
80s.
that good.
Well, what's not good in OU812, people can complain about how different it is, but it was pushing boundaries. There was
I
nothing,
loved it.
There was nothing
I
like
thought it was pretty good.
OU812. And
I just feel it was not as rock and roll or as hard rock as the other
it
stuff,
wasn't.
but I liked
it
it.
wasn't.
But was Skyscraper?
No, OU812.
But-
Skyscraper
Right,
from
he's
Dave is
comparing the
awful.
two. He's
I did
comparing
see.
the
I
two.
did see that
That's just
tour.
bad.
Skyscraper tour, and David was awesome. There was no Billy Sheenan, which was
Oh,
horrible.
OUA one too. When It's Love is the equivalent of fucking Love Bites by Def Leppard, man. Horrible.
I love a bite.
Ouch, Jerry. That hurts because I hate
That's
that.
actually a Japanese heavy metal all-female rock band.
And it
Love
finished what you
Bites.
started. Holy shit, what a crappy song that was.
Oh, dude, I
That was
like
a
The
Oh
only
my
song,
God, are you
total
kidding
dog
me?
shit.
the
Are
only
you
song
kidding me?
that's
I do
bad
like-
off that album is the
I do
bonus
like-
track.
I do like Cabo Wabo. I think that's a pretty decent tune. I'll give him
Yeah.
that much.
No,
And
Mine, oh, mine.
Mine Oh Mine's okay, but that's all I'll go with that fucking. That's yeah.
Come
Really?
on, baby.
Those two
finish
songs.
what
Those
you
two songs.
Started.
Hold on.
I
Those two
mean,
songs.
Don't let me
I
incomplete.
like that song.
Those two songs.
Got
in
in a
separate-
way to treat the harmonies and the groove on that song.
No,
God
just
damn.
the picking of the guitar, Jerry.
Yeah,
I thought you would
You
love
never
that.
heard Eddie
Hey,
play shit
It's
like that
Eddie
before.
fucking. It's Eddie. Hey, he does play Ice Cream Man, all kinds of shit like that.
No,
He's done
it was
before.
different than Ice Cream Man.
All right,
Oh,
let's
What?
do
No,
some- let's do
Ice
some-
Cream Man. Ice Cream Man is 12-bar blues. It's that.
So let's finish what you started. It's blues.
Finish what you started
No,
was
it's
kind of
not.
jazzy. It was jazzy.
He's
No, it's
he's
not
sitting there
jazzy.
hitting the. He's okay. He's doing it easy. He's taking the G.
If
going down
anything,
to
it's a
G
rip off of
diminished.
Over the. It's
He's
over.
going
It's a
to
rip off
an
of
A,
Over
A
the
diminished.
Hills.
He's
If
going
anything.
to F diminished.
And
D
Zeppelin didn't
diminished.
rip people off too. Okay.
Of course they did.
He's just diminishing certain chords. I get it,
Well,
but
you know what?
it's not rocket science. And Sammy wrote the guitar part
I
on
can
the
tell.
deck with his wife.
Jerry.
It sounds more like bluegrass.
But you hate bluegrass.
There's some bluegrass. Led Zeppelin does some good.
That's a pretty vile album.
Okay, let me
Um,
stop. Let me clear all of your heads right now into a super state of. You know what the most awful, sexist, rapey song that is disguised as a ballad has ever been, and this has nothing to do with Van Halen. It is More Than Words by Extreme. That is the rapiest song I've ever heard in my life.
More than more. Why?
I thought it was Rape Me by Nirvana, but okay.
No. More Than Words.
Naruto?
Listen to the lyrics.
Eric.
Oh,
Who? What band is
just
that?
listen to the lyrics. Just listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you just show me how you feel, you would never have to say, I love you. Just reach out your hand.
It's like every breath you take. Everybody think that's a romantic song.
No,
but
that's
it's
a
not
fucking
Hey,
romantic
hey,
stalking
song at all.
Sting even
That's
said
stalking.
that song was a stalker song,
People
and he made "If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free" as an antidote to that
Yeah.
song.
and people get married to that fucking song. It's
I
like,
know,
dude,
right? It's
That
like,
is a
dude,
fucking creepy
fucked
song.
up. It's like Don't Stand So Close to Me.
At least
Oh, it's
Prodigy
talking
got
about
it
a
right.
teacher in that
At least
one,
Prodigy
dude.
got it right with "Smack My Bitch Up." I mean, they know what that song's about. At least they know what that's about. You know what I
At
mean?
least they
So-
came out and said it, right, Jerry?
Well, I mean, that's exactly. I mean, it's not good. Don't get me wrong. That song sucked. Actually, I'm not a
so-
big electronica type.
Was
of
that
fan.
Prodigy?
Yeah. So
I saw them open for 5 minutes for Linkin Park when Chester was in the band. I walked out and got beers until they finished. That was
Yeah,
one of
they
the
were awful.
worst bands I've ever seen live.
What was
in
that
my
song
life.
that Gene Simmons covered from them? A terrible song. What was that?
Firestarter.
Firestarter. Oh,
That
God,
singer
awful.
died, a few
Yeah,
years ago.
he died. You know what? I don't know ill will to the dead, but thank God I don't need to hear him anymore.
Jeez, dude. All right,
Ooh,
enough
dude.
of Van Shitgar. What's next?
Oh shit! Paul Stanley reacts to over ranking of Gene Simmons in Kiss Power rankings. That Paul Stanley is ranked above Gene Simmons. I'm thinking that
What
Paul
the
Stanley
fuck?
is. I think he's using excuses to get back out there and tour. I don't know. What do you think, Jerry?
Fuck Gene Simmons for one reason. For one line he said the other day had totally pissed me off, and I lost a lot of respect for the guy. I don't remember anything noticeable that John Paul Jones did as a bass player. Are you ribbing me? Are
I had that
you
at
ribbing me,
BS.
dude?
What the
Almost
fuck?
only
fucking-
every fucking thing. Okay.
Are you ribbing me, Gene? Come on. Gene's not a Gene's bass playing in the 70s was awesome. I'll give him
Yeah.
that much.
But he thinks
80s.
he's his bass player.
But I don't remember nothing memorable about John Paul Jones' bass playing. Are you fucking
That's
He
stoned?
said that about some
That's
other bass
nuts.
player
He
too.
said that about Flea too.
Yeah, Flea. Yeah,
It-
yeah, he plays better than you, bitch.
Dude, I know you've been a crusty old man, but now you're going to like stale crusty old
Oh,
man nowadays.
I don't know. They get old, man. They get all bitter and jealous.
I'm
and
that way
fucking act
too.
Like
I-
babies.
Well,
I
hasn't
hate
Gene
people,
always
too.
been a dick?
yeah,
pretty
but
much.
come
So
on,
it's kind of
fucking,
in
it's
his
John
persona
Paul.
to be a dick.
It's fucking John Paul Jones. He'll eat you for supper for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Every night, at least as far as I know from the year 2000, the song that came on before they took the stage has always been "Rock and Roll" by Led Zeppelin. That's after you heard that song, the lights go down during that song, and then when that song's over, you wanted the best, this and that. So I mean, you hear a fucking John Paul Jones song every night, and you don't know nothing memorable. Yeah, fuck you, Gene. Come on,
Go listen to them Crooked
Jesus
Vultures.
fucking Christ, then.
Yeah.
listen to their first album. How many more times?
I'm just saying, listen to them Crooked Vultures. Listen to how he arranged Heartbreak Station by Cinderella.
Yeah, even the shit with the Butthole Surfers was good. Some
Yeah,
great bass
the
players.
dude is everywhere, and nobody knows the shit.
But
Yeah,
also everything he played besides the bass on Zeppelin. I mean, just everything that he filled the music up with, just amazing.
nothing noticeable from John. Fuck you, pal.
John
Sorry.
Paul Jones is like the most MVP of most every one of the records, and nobody realizes
Absolutely.
it.
You know what? I think Gene knows better than that. He's just saying it to be fucking
Yeah.
an asshole. Gene.
Right,
He
he's
knows
just
better.
being a bitch. So,
Yeah.
But he's no Paul McCartney, and he's a
Yeah.
Paul McCartney guy.
by the way, I'm gonna work on the train wreck with Bob. I'm gonna do the 10 best bassist. My favorite list of 10 bassists.
So Geddy Lee's number one. Thank you.
Geddy Lee, Lemmy Kilmister, Rudy Sarzo, Steve Harris, Cliff Burton.
Rudy Sarzo.
Yeah,
He
Paul
basically
McCartney.
came after albums got famous, though.
yeah, but I like him.
I'm just
Paul
saying.
McCartney, Robert Turiel, Justin Chancellor, and John Myung.
Ultra
You know who I
Halo.
didn't hear there? I didn't hear Steve Harris.
I didn't hear
Steve
Cliff
I
Harris.
did
Burton
say
either.
Steve Harris.
I didn't hear Geezer Butler either.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
Cliff
but it's because
Burton.
Bob took him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cliff Burton too. Yeah.
Yeah, I took.
He had
took,
Cliff Burton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got Cliff Burton.
Oh, dude,
you
what about Death's bass player, DiGiorgio, man? That dude's fucking amazing bass player, dude.
What about
Yeah.
John Mayung of Dream Theater?
Yeah, that's my last one. John
Nice.
Myung. I just spell it wrong because I'm French.
Look at Becky
So
Baldwin.
what
How
did
about
you
a
name
badass
him?
bass
John
player?
McGee? John McGee?
Hey, the bassist of fucking Creed and Ultra Bridge is really good too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Is that Scott Phillips?
He's the drummer, I thought, ain't he?
No, it's the other.
I
dude.
could be wrong. I don't know. I'm
The
not
bass
too good with
player.
those
I'm
two.
fucking up.
You know, that would be the hardest category for me to pick was the best bass player because I love the bass playing in songs.
Oh, that's
man.
easy.
Yeah.
That's Geddy Lee, freaking Billy Sheenan, John Paul Jones, again,
Yeah,
John
I couldn't
Wessel.
pick Billy Sheenan, John Paul Jones. I couldn't pick because Bob picked.
So no
him.
Gene Simmons, right, Eric? He's not
John
on your top 10?
Entwistle,
No, he's
John
not on my
Mayung.
list.
How about Dean from Corrosion of Conformity. Holy smokes, he's
Yeah, he
good.
smokes. And of
I
course,
got-
a guy who never gets any fucking respect is fucking John McVie. Fucking
I
fantastic.
was
Oh
gonna
my
say-
God, he was the best thing that ever happened. to
Michael
that band.
Anthony.
No, Michael Anthony's not really a great. He's a
Ah,
great
he's a
singer,
great
but
bass
bass,
player. He's a great bass player.
I could
He's
play
an
his
okay
stuff.
Gene
bass.
Simmons
holds
said he was
bottom
really
line.
good.
I got Justin Chancellor from Tool, so that's
Ooh.
another
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Really good bass
Yeah.
player.
Yeah. And in fact, I saw Tool, and I was so lucky to see him in '97. And
Yes.
it was so funny because them and Prodigy switched time slots, and Tool came out first. So I was able to leave.
What? Oh my!
And not-
What?
Yeah. Prodigy closed the show, and Tool played
Oh.
before them.
You're so lucky you didn't have to see.
I
I
Prodigy.
know, dude, because
God.
right when Prodigy started, I was able to leave. I was
They-
like, "Come on."
dude, they suck.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Oh my
like
god, they're so bad.
Actually,
keyboard-
when you saw them, was Maynard actually fucking interacting with the crowd or just being a bitch in the background?
Oh well, this was
Why
like-
did he do that? Is he just stage fright or was just being a
I have
jerk
no
off?
clue. It pissed me off, man.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that's
dude,
weird.
he was
But
fun.
this fucking show's great. But it's
Weird.
just him not interacting. Just
Right.
fucking took a lot away from the
Yeah,
great.
I heard about that.
Warren, he could have fallen off that stage because he was front and center on the edge. Just
Really?
Yeah.
He was wearing fake tits and a dildo with panties on.
Holy moly, Batman.
Maybe that's why he goes to the back
That's
now.
TMI for me there.
Yeah, you should get in the background more often. Yeah, okay, I understand now.
But that
Oh,
was for
God.
the Enema tour too. So that
The Enema
was a
tour,
great
perfect.
album, dude. I mean, that album.
Whoever the bassist of Rage Against the Machine is really good too.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes.
Is that Tim?
Oh, that fucking band is-
I've seen Tool
Oh.
twice. I've saw them on the
Fucking-
Anima
Rage
tour
Against
on the
the-
Ozfest, and then I saw them on the Lateralis tour
Okay.
at our Coliseum. And yes, he was just that little silhouette in the background.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's being a dick. He's just not very personable. He doesn't maybe want to be out in front of the
Yeah.
crowd. When I saw him at Ozfest, he was getting pelted by big pieces of sod because this was the mid '90s, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
fucked
he was
up.
like,
I hate people throwing shit at people.
okay, I see this is the underage crowd tonight.
Yeah.
And but holy smokes, Tool is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
I
Being
love
Being,
Tool.
being an
they're
introvert, though, it's
amazing.
not a good thing to be playing live.
Yeah, I just
though,
gotta
you know what
say
I mean?
Les Claypool and Paul
Yeah.
McCartney.
Yeah.
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 Oh, but Rage Against the
I do-
Machines. Let me get back
I-
to them real quick.
I do have Paul McCartney. It's
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I was gonna ask you if you had Paul McCartney.
You know what pisses me off about Rage? Everybody says Kirk Hammett and the fucking wah pedal. Is that all fucking Tom Morello does have? Is a fucking wah pedal? Does he have anything else?
But that's their okay. Everyone back up because Tom Morello will do his wah with an effect, and he will make it his own.
What
And-
effect?
Dude,
Ugh.
listen to the
I hear
last
nothing.
Eddie. Listen to
He-
the last.
He'll
Jerry,
flange. He'll
And-
flange
and-
something. He'll
and-
flange.
and-
He'll
okay,
flange
let me
something
give my
else
2
every now
cents
and then.
on it.
All right,
So-
go ahead.
So Tom Morello is like, wow.
Every
he's
riff.
doing shit that's no
No,
one's
he
ever heard.
changes.
And then Kurt is like, he's like, hey, this is my voice on the guitar. I'm singing on the guitar. And I used to be very critical of it. I'll be like, well, you can't take Kurt anywhere else out of his fucking wah-wah, or you ain't gonna be able to do a solo. Not until Death Magnetic, when he put a Vox box into the wah, into some distortion in the middle of a song, that just fucking killed me. I was like, holy shit. He just
The-
fucking killed it.
Can I say something about Tom Morello?
One thing real quick. But do you agree that Kirk Hammett gets more shit about Wah Wah than Tom Morello? Because that's all he fucking does. I mean,
Yeah.
But
seriously.
Tom Morello does the fucks with his wah-wah. He does not just
he
do
throws a
wah-wah.
flange. He throws a flange in every
can I
now and
tell
then.
you-
Other than that,
No,
I have no
he-
idea what else
He
plays.
is an artist with fucking frequency. He's a
This is
frequency artist is what he is.
Yeah.
And he can make shit sound great. I do not like his political view. Don't get me wrong. This is
I don't
nothing
give a
to
shit
do with
about that. That's
I don't
nothing.
give it.
Right. So, but his music, oh my God, he can fucking just rock some.
Can I
solos.
say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I just heard him on Eddie Trunk, and Eddie Trunk said we know you could shred, but why do you do all these effects? And he goes, well, I was with these two cover bands, and both of the guitar players was just shredding, shredding, shredding. And I go, I don't want to be a common guitar player up there just shredding all the time. I want to make my guitar sound like a duck. I want to make my guitar
right.
sound like a spaceship. I want to make my guitar sound different than what all these other people are doing. He could shred if he wants to. He doesn't want to. If you hear a Tom Morello solo, you know that's fucking Tom Morello. He
Right.
has a distinct sound, and he
I
did it on purpose. He spent
just
8
never got
hours
that band.
practicing to
Never
make
got
his
him.
guitar sound like a duck.
Never got it. That singer is like nails on the chalkboard. I just never got that band, man.
Let me add, I thought he was really good in Rage Against the Machine, but then, like Jerry was saying, the more they played, and then Audio Slave, it started to sound the same. And I know that that's his trademark sound, but Angus Young has a trademark sound, but
Yeah.
it was always different.
I love those Audio Slave albums. I've
Well,
been
there's
listening
some
to
there's
last
some
week.
sounds I can listen to over and over again, but there's
Yeah.
some like this can't. And Rage Against the Machine as a total band,
The
the drummer is really good. I don't
The
know his name,
solo he does on Like a Stone, dude.
but
It's fucking
the
great.
singer, maybe it's the singer. I don't know, but there's something about that band I just despise.
What about
It's like-
Audio Slave?
I
Chris
did like
Cornell?
that one song. It doesn't remind me of everything. I think it was
Have
something
you
like that.
heard? Have you heard Like a Stone?
No, I haven't. To be honest
Have you
with
heard
I heard,
Cochise?
oh, I heard Cochise. Yeah, I did hear that. That's
Dude,
okay.
He has so many different
okay.
flavors on
But,
those albums. The 3
I
albums
don't
he
know.
made with him.
And maybe he's
I
better.
think Tom Morello is the reason why Kiss, Randy Rhoads, Judas Priest, all
Yeah.
these bands are
Yes,
into the
they
Rock
got
and
in the Hall
Roll
of Fame.
Okay, well, good.
You got to
for
give
them.
Dave Grohl some credit for that too.
Good for them if that's true. But as far as his music,
Yeah, but he's talking about his
It's
guitar.
okay. You don't need to love his music,
It's-
man.
it's
But
really-
I do love
I
his
do love his
innovation.
music.
I do love his innovation with what he does with the guitar. He
I just
can
don't
play
see anything
Joe
innovating.
Satriani. He can play Kurt Hammett. He can play Yngwie. If
Dude, he
wanted
does
to.
acoustic shit called The Night Watchman. You need to
Yes,
listen to that shit
yes.
too.
Well, you know what? Me might be right because I was blown away by Rivers Cuomo. He was doing an interview from Weezer. You know, the guy from Weezer, of course. Y'all
Yeah.
know that. And he was shredding on this interview.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I don't know what it was. And I was fucking blown away by that dude can fucking play the guitar, man.
Jerry, you love acoustic. Go listen to his
He
Night
just-
Watchman albums.
I guess because of his music doesn't require that type of playing, but the guy
Right.
can fucking play.
Yeah, I've got 2 solo albums by Rivers Cuomo called Alone and Alone Part 2, where he noodles a lot on the guitar.
And I was blown away by that. I was
Very talented.
jaw dropped by listening to what he was doing. I don't know, something Van Halen or something, but it was really fucking.
There's a
good.
lot of Halen,
Yeah.
Priest, Maiden.
Yeah.
He does all that. But then, like you said, the Weezer's brand of music does not require that. So
Yeah, because it's barely so they're barely a guitar solo band. I know they have them, but they're
Oh, he
not
does a
what they do
lot
there.
of solos,
Oh,
dude.
no.
They're really short though. They're not really like epic
No.
solos.
yeah,
He goes
they're
with the
short.
songs.
They're short solos, but they're very important solos, though. They're
Yeah.
very different.
Especially on Demand Drive, the
Hey, I
first
love the
four
Buddy. I
albums.
love the Buddy Holly video, so I'll never rag them because of that. So that was a cool
Oh,
video.
But fuck, man.
I will. I'll send you my favorite album by them via Apple, which is
Alright.
Pinkerton. I will share that with
Oh,
you.
By the way, man,
Pinkerton's
thank you
great.
for
Great
that
album.
fucking Presto album, dude. That just fucking is totally cool.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
dude, I just gotta mail it.
Yeah, I gotta mail you some shit too. So yeah.
I
Presto-
love
I'm not a big Rush fan after Moving Pictures.
it.
So,
Roll the
it's not a-
Bones.
So it's not a big loss for me to send you Presto.
Roll
Yeah.
the Bones.
Big, it's a huge
The
game for
one-
me. So thank you.
The one for me that disappointed me with Rush, I think Test for Echoes, is it?
I love Dog Ears. Everybody gets on Dog Ears. I love that song.
I don't know. That album was just
Test
like,
for Echo.
eh.
It's talking about like fuck that song, dude. It's talking about like the gangster boys in suits and courts getting out of fucking their.
Just like I
Yeah.
said the other day,
They were
I
ahead of
posted-
their time talking about that shit.
Mark posted something, the worst kind of fan base, and I go, any serious prog fan And then sure enough, there's a prog answer Mark just gave right there.
Yeah.
3 pages.
No,
long.
I actually tagged Chris Elio in that. He gave you the prog answer.
It was I remember it when I was a kid, and I go, when I heard that album, I was disappointed.
Yeah,
I
fuck
was
off.
like, fuck.
I got that album in Skid Row. What was that last Skid Row album with Sebastian Bach? With Frozen and shit.
Subhuman.
Yeah, I got both of
Subhuman
them
Race.
at the same
Yeah.
time. Test for Echo. I listened to Test for Echo way more than Skid Row. But that Skid Row album is amazing though. I love Frozen.
But you get a serious prog fan. You say you don't like something about a prog band.
Yeah.
You get a message 3 paragraphs on. You get certified mail every couple of weeks about
Have you
it,
seen
why you
Joseph?
should like it.
Have you
What?
seen Joseph when I say I don't like Emerson, Lake and Palmer?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Perfect example.
Have you seen him get on me about that? Yeah.
And by the way, I was never big into it, but I really dig in their stuff now. Actually,
You know what? Enjoy.
I am
Yeah.
actually.
Oh,
I tried listening to them now.
I got everything by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I absolutely love them.
Enjoy it, guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I like yes. Let's get the fuck out of here, man.
All right. So
You guys got
remember-
anything to promote? Promote your shit though.
Okay.
Oh.
The French Connection and the train wreck. That's what I got. But hey, I sent you those 2 songs in free form of the raps. I need you to listen to it. You want to see a fucking amazing guitarist? You're gonna be fucking mind blown.
Vito Brada?
No,
Oh,
his
okay.
name is Jacob the Raps.
Okay.
Prada.
I had to get that
Jacket.
for Jerry. But
Well,
Andy,
I never say anything bad about Vito. Vito's a badass.
you
Great
hate
guitar
White
player.
Lion.
Vito
I
is
do hate the
amazing.
band, but Vito's an amazing guitar. I told you that last
Dude.
night. We're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I gotta give you a little bit hate the band. But
He was the one
you-
that was. He was the one sitting on my tramp. Who was that? Was that
Oh, Joseph.
Joseph.
Joseph? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So what about you, Andy? Promote, man.
And I messaged Joseph this morning after I heard that when I was watching y'all's episode last night. I said, you know what? You're right. My cramp belongs playing Saturday at
Dude.
11 p.m. at a festival.
What is that? Let me see that again, Mooger. That's a badass tat, man. Let me see it.
Which
What is
one?
it?
What
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
Both of you guys. Let me see them.
Isn't that
Andy's
for his
talking.
dad? Is that for your dad?
That's fucking pretty. You know what?
That's a
I really.
Firebird symbol.
That's pretty badass. I want to get a tattoo so bad, but I'm a fucking wuss. I'm afraid I might cry during it.
No, it's
So,
not that bad.
I don't
have
want to get a
seven.
tattoo.
I'd
good.
probably have to get drunk to do it, but I do really want one. I
They're
want to
not
get
gonna-
Eddie.
if you get drunk, they're not gonna do it.
Really,
Yeah, you can't do
Yeah.
it because you'll bleed more.
I really want to get the Killers logo on.
Oh, wow.
Eddie.
do
I
it.
really want that tattoo, so but maybe I will. I don't know.
I'm getting
We'll see.
I'm saving money for a Ralph McQuarrie Darth Vader.
So no sedation at all. You can't have anything.
No, it's just
No.
they could put you numb your skin with some
Oh.
cream. That's about it.
It'll hurt later, I hear.
Yeah, I hear. Oh, it's
Oh,
it's,
it's
part
like
of,
a
it's part of the
sunburn.
experience.
It's like a sunburn. If you
Oh.
know you get a sunburn
Yeah.
and then it fucking that's how it feels like for a couple of weeks.
They say it's
All
part
you
of the
gotta
experience.
all you got to do is keep it clean with the antibacterial
Yeah.
soap.
Oh, I don't
Keep it
use
clean and dry.
antibacterial.
Whatever. Just
I
keep
use
it clean and
I
dry.
clean it just damp.
Yep.
I barely wash it. I just damp it, and then after what I do, I use vitamin E cream.
Oh,
Andy, Mark, you guys don't have any, do you?
no.
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 And then all I do is I use like a Vaseline intense.
I mean, I got
Repairing.
7 of them. I got.
I don't
8.
want a tattoo. I'm good.
The other ones I gotta put my pants down to show.
Because
you,
you guys are gonna get wrinkled or you're gonna get fat and it's gonna stretch out and it's gonna.
That's
look
what
like shit.
scares me. Yes, because I see people that are older now.
Why
And
would I
they're-
want to do that?
It was like
So-
a face at one time, and now it's like a potato sack. It's like,
So I'll be like,
yeah,
I go to the gym so I make sure I don't get fat.
there you go.
Doesn't
I
matter.
have-
You'll get wrinkled.
Eric,
I have,
you gotta know the incredible shape Eric is in because I had to chase his ass all the way through fucking Nashville, the last Rockin' Pod, because Aaron is probably better shape than me. So it was like Eric, Aaron, me.
I'm
it was
just
like-
weaving.
You're just like fucking flying, man.
Yeah, we
You're
didn't beat you at the
gym.
Rocket Pod.
You're like, oof, I'm good. And I'm like, I'm fat and old and I can't keep up with you.
Eric, are you going this year? Are you going to
No.
Rocket Pod?
I
Oh,
can't.
man.
I'm saving up.
I
I'm
might
saving
be
up
going
for.
Rockin' Pod, but we're just not doing the shit. So
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there day of the pod.
Hey,
That's
just
about it,
throw out
I
some
re-
propaganda, like you said you were. Throw
I really
Yeah,
wanted to
Jerry's
go,
got some cards.
but the thing is, you guys just drive there, right? You don't
though.
fly
Yeah,
there.
I'm about an hour away. Yeah.
And so I'm like in Montreal. If I drive, it's a 14-hour drive.
Yeah, I'm in California. I got to pay for a plane trip.
Yeah, and my flight is like a grand, and then the hotel's another grand.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's at $2,000.
Well, we
My
can-
wife
we
and
can-
I-
we can-
I'd let you stay here, man. If you needed a place.
Me
to
and
stay.
Jerry got an Airbnb last time. It wasn't that
Yeah.
bad.
How much was
Any of
it?
you guys, if you ever need to be in the Nashville area, let me know. You can crash with me, stay for free. It's not. I mean, we're an hour away, but it's an easy drive.
Well, Jerry,
Fuck.
you can come crash.
Now
with me
that you're
too.
offering,
you're an
Oh,
hour
dude.
away.
dude,
Yeah,
You're an hour.
I'm in Cookville
An
between
hour?
Nash.
Moger, you're
seven.
staying at Aaron's house, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Oh, I'm not
All
supposed to
right,
say
man.
that
Well,
on air.
let's promote some Black Spinner Circle and some football shows, man.
Yeah, this Tuesday, Jerry and I will continue with the Gridiron Smackdown, our football podcast, week 11. And then Wednesday, we are going to, this is Al's topic, we are going to be doing our top 10 concept albums of the 1990s.
Oh, that sucks.
Interesting.
So we're going to do that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, on the BS sessions, we're going to be doing top 11 stoner movies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be busy this coming week, so I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah, Joseph ain't gonna be on that one because he doesn't like stoner movies.
But you know what? I don't like westerns. That's why I wasn't on. But I was.
Well, I know, Andy. That's why I didn't ask you. I would have put you on there.
Yeah, but right now I'm watching Hang 'Em High.
It's a great movie.
It's a 3-hour. It was a 3-hour show, man. It was
I
like
know.
long.
I'm still like in the middle of it, but I'm watching Hang 'Em High, and it's on pause right now until
Is that
we
with
finish
Clint?
Yep.
Yeah, it's with
Okay.
Clint.
Well, I
also,
like
was
Clint
like-
Eastwood.
I was all like, the skipper's a bad guy.
Alan Hale. Yep.
Oh, Junior's on here. Yeah.
All
All right, man. Mooger, promote something.
Ain't nothing to promote but life, man. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Mark, for all being my friend and just accepting me for who I fucking am. And let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, Jerry.
Well,
Right.
Are those shirts custom made, or is that?
I got that shirt too, Andy.
I know
That's
I
a
know
really cool
those
shirt.
bands. Are they all the same bands, or
Yeah,
are
it's all the same bands.
oh, okay, because I
It's like a kind of a
80s.
an issue shirt, but
It's like hair
it was
metal, like
such a
80s rock.
a nice gift to me.
Where'd you
So,
get
I'm
it?
like,
Like,
I got it too. You could get it
Yeah,
online.
where did you get it?
Just look up 80s rock and roll shirt.
my wife's cousin's husband got it off of eBay.
okay.
Well, you-
Okay.
I could send you links for that shit because I got that shit
Yeah,
too.
please do because that's a
But
fucking
they have-
wicked shirt.
They had to get one that fit my 3XS. So
I got a 3X too, bitch. In fact, Mooger, I almost wore that shirt tonight.
That would have been
Yeah.
so
Would've been
fucking
funny.
cool.
That would have been hilarious.
It would have been funny, but I said no. I'm gonna wear my Loverboy shirt.
well,
But I almost-
this is going to come in handy for a episode we have recording tomorrow at 11.
Yeah, I won't wear that tomorrow. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna battle armor my fucking jean jacket like Bushy has, man. I want to do that to my jean jacket, man. I think I'm going to.
I have the best jean jacket. You guys would be so jealous.
All right.
man. Let's get
Like I said, everybody, thank you for being on our after show. It's been a weird week in America. Just be good to each other, everybody. It's
It ain't gonna change nothing.
you're still gonna
gonna-
you're still gonna have to get up. You're still gonna have to pay taxes and go to work. So
Exactly. So
that's and listen to fucking music and just enjoy life, man. We're only here for a fucking short
Rock
time.
it.
Let's
Oh,
let music
baby.
unite us, not fucking politics. Let's
Yep.
just music.
Buy physical media.
Hey, look, if there was some way that the president-elect could bring us all together, I'm all for it.
Hey, don't talk about that shit.
No, that's all I'm saying. Bring it if
Jerry,
that's possible. bring it
Jerry,
to
the
it.
way we can bring all of us right here, all 5 of us,
Rock and roll, man.
music.
That is true.
Hey, like YNT says, like he has right there, rock and roll's gonna
Will
save the world. Don't you know that's the way we're gonna take it? And he says, there ain't no fight. There ain't no
What I'm
reason to
saying
fight.
is
There ain't,
sometimes-
hey Jerry, there ain't no reason to fight when you're rocking
Yeah,
right.
I know. I just want to say sometimes you have to eat shit and learn to love the taste of it. So I'm doing that right now.
No, hey, hey, man, there ain't no reason to fight if you're rocking right.
Hey,
Go
I
out
love
on that note.
everybody on here. I love Jerry.
I did too.
I love Mark. I
I-
love Eric. I love Andy. Thank you.
I'm constantly arguing with Wayne Noon, but we get along great though. We rib each other. We have some differences sometimes.
Wayne
but
Dune
we-
is amazing. I got his
we,
severed angel right here.
Yeah, I ordered his new one. I should get that pretty soon, actually.
I
But
got
yeah,
that.
I mean, just to be able to discuss things logically with people is a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like they took civics away from school. That's why we can't talk civilly anymore. But let's get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, guys, y'all
All
take
right.
care.
So check out the videos. It's in order.
Later.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, Captain. Later.
All right,
Thank you,
ciao.
Andy.
Yeah,
Bye,
man.
guys.
That's easy.
Thanks, Andy.
I love
Booger.
rock and roll's gonna save the world. YNT rules. I will send you that song later.